Well, hello everyone. I'm about to get started on the building two Klingon battle cruisers, and one's going to be a Klingon battle cruiser D-7, and the other one's going to be a Romulan D-7. There were some weird things with the older kit that had little green spots parts with it, which I figured I'd just make that the Romulan ship and order another one and make that the Klingon D-7. They're both in 650 scale. One's the older one's in 1991, and then the other one's 2010 or 11 or something like that. I'm not sure when that was made. Let me stop this and I'll show you what's going on, and also show you the studio that I moved up into my audio studio as well. It's a much more convenient place to work, so I'll give you a show of that real quick here. Alright, here we are. There's my computer area. Now all that's real nice and close for when I want to edit the videos. I do audio as well and play guitar, so that's why it's all up in here, and this room just wasn't being utilized, and better than having it down my kitchen. Now here's the two kits. Here's the newer-ish one, which is going to be the Klingon Cruiser, and here's the older one that's going to be the Romulan Cruiser D-7. But as far as the studio, I got my supply shelf right here now. There's my workbench area, all pretty much similar. Camera and all that, and my airbrush booth. And then I can actually vent my fumes out. I mean, I was doing it before downstairs, but this I can be more permanent and leave the lines and stuff like that. But what I'm starting on is going through the two of them and starting to get pieces ready. This I did a long time ago. I puttied up the big, get this camera to focus. I puttied up the big holes that they had, because they have these big green pegs that went in it. And here's the other, I'm trying to do this with one hand. Here's the other green pieces I was saying that were inaccurate to the Klingon ship. But the newer version has it correct. And then these are the big green pegs that they wanted coming through there. So we're not using that. We're going to just make little red fiber optics stick through, and I'll mushroom the heads over, and that'll work perfect. But I'm going to continue to, instead of scratch building that, I'm going to continue to use these on the Romulan ship and have them glow green. I think that would look neat, where they come out here and these sides will glow green, and that'll make a difference in that'll make the big difference in the two ships, because this version has a couple upgrades compared to the other ones. It's actually got chrome parts, but as you can see, they fixed that problem. Oh, the light's almost too bright. If you can see, they fixed that problem with those green little parts. I'll set it down and try to get this thing to focus. There we go. You can see how it has the stair steps compared to what's going on there. So, and that'll give them difference. You can see they're both kits are molded a little different. This one's more in a green. This is more in a off gray green. It's almost like this is the gray that's supposed to be on the ship, and that's the green. Since they are a gray and green ship. But that's what's going on. I'm going to build these at the same time, because most of them, it's going to be the same type of thing going on. Like I said, those had the big holes for those buttons, But I believe with this one, it's just 2 little nubs. So we'll sand that and then we'll drill that for the correct thing. I'm going to try to light these engines, but I'm not going to do like a cut through and clear part. I'm going to try to see if I can get the light to shine through them, because they're quite translucent. And I don't want an over engine glow. But what I'll do is probably, what I'm thinking is putting right on these bumps, I'm going to put a piece of strip tape. And then when I paint this black, the light block, and then peel the tape, I should be able to go and light it up with a green light. I might thin it out a little more. And I'm going to hope and pray that that works. So yeah, right now I'm using my camera phone because my other camera is charging. It even seems like if it's just sitting there, it uses power. I don't get it. But so I would like to hopefully get that charged and start showing you what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do some building off camera. Until this camera charges up. But you'll at least get an update on what I'm doing. But I figure I'd at least show you what's going on, what I'm up to now, and what the studio looks like. Like I said, I'm really liking it this way. It's much more cozier. I gotta lift those acoustic foams up. They fell. It's a lot more efficient. Like, everything's close by. Boom, boom. You know, I got this little rolling table. If I need more stuff, my computer's right there. So, here's all the other kits I got to build. Quite a few. And that's the Revell 2700 Superstar Destroyer. That's the big one. Can't wait to get on that. And then I have an old school AMT one that actually has incandescent bulbs. Just got the Vulcan shuttle in. That's going to be fun. Also just ordered from Lake Monster the Impulse and the Warp grills. I'm going to do them in the violet, because I think I'm going to do the ship in the Romulan purple. I'm not sure what it was. I got to watch the movie. Did it glow blue, but I like the violet, so I'm going to go with that. What else have we got going on here new? I got some old school, some older Star Wars kits. There, Darth Vader, an X-Wing, TIE Interceptor, and the Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder. Just got those in not too long ago. At a good price for all 3 of these. This was separate. I ordered that separate. I always wanted my favorite TIE fighter is the Interceptor. But I have the Hasbro toy, which is huge and it's really nice, and I'm going to redo that to be more like a studio kit. Light it and do some scratch building on it to make it more accurate. But I figured I'd order one of these as well because it was a good price. And like I said, these 3, I think these 3 is what I got for like what you would get for a price of one model. I think it was like $40 for the 3 of them. Under $50, but I think it was like $30-40 for all 3 of those. So old MPC kits. So I couldn't turn that down. That was way too good a deal. The boxes have some damage to them, but I'm not a box collector. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'll keep them just for shits and giggles, but it doesn't matter if they're not in great shape as long as all the parts are in it. That's all that matters. And it's nice just to have the old boxes, but people store them and they get crushed, and that's what happens. It's just like I got here's another Klingon Cruiser. That's an older one that's crushed and stuff. And I'm going to make this like my, other Katinga. But this one's going to be more damaged and more beat up. The one I had downstairs, I weathered and stuff, but I didn't want it overly damaged. I do that. I get extras of stuff, or buy multiples of stuff. That's a different scale too. The other one's a 350. I think this is a 635, or I'm not sure. Some of these older ones they don't tell you, or 5 something. Here's my nice Klingon bird of prey. This is going to be the one I'm going to display landed, because it's got the nice die-cast landing gear, if I remember correctly. And then I do have the older version, which I'm going to do this one in flight. But this one I'm going to have landed on a base with the lights, and stuff like that. I got the Galileo 7, which I'm excited to do. That's going to be a fun build because I got to build all the interior. Going to do 2 of the Enterprise Ds. Got, the JJ Prize. Got the original series still got to do. This is going to be the A. There's quite a bit. Got the Discovery. This should be a nice little kit. I'm not going to say quick, because sometimes these smaller ones, and I do want to light some stuff, aren't that quick. And I do have the photo etch and everything for it too. And it already comes with the Aztec decal, so that's pretty cool. Can't wait to get on the B, the Reliant. These I got for great deals because they didn't have the boxes, but all the parts are still sealed in the original bags, so I got these real cheap. I always look for those deals. And then there's my 3D printed Enterprise F back there. And I think that's all the kits. There's the parts to the Galileo 7, all the 3D printed interior. That's going to be great. And of course I have my stock of my lighting kits. Got the A, got the JJ Prize, there's the Franklin, and 2 Enterprise Ds. And yeah, I try to get everything when I order the kits, so I don't have to worry about it. Just like I got all the photo etch stuff. We got the Arboretum, that's going to be for the A. We got the Franklin stuff. This box has Enterprise D, B, A, the Discovery, the Super Star Destroyer, 2 kits for that, the hangar bay, and all the all that stuff. Plus, I have the lighting kit back here for the that's the big Rebel 2700 Star Destroyer, so that's the big one. And then that box down at the very bottom, the white one, is Tenet controls for the A. And then here's that's their TOS lighting kit. And so, but yeah, I'm liking it up here. So, but I'll get back to you. We got much more stuff to build here, and I've been looking forward to getting these 2. I have a small little 1000 series. I also just ordered a bigger Romulan bird of prey. I have the 1000s, which came out nice, but this is the bigger 650, I think it is. So, excited about that. Got to get more of the bad guy ships. And then bounce back and forth. I think I'm going to do this and then maybe do a Star Wars kit, just to get away from the Star Trek world, because I've been doing Star Trek for a while. But, alright. I'm going to take a break here. And hopefully I'll get back to you with my other camera, and we'll start getting this kit together. So, see you soon.